Paladin Orc Slayer. Hey everybody, this is Robert from Black Belt Gaming. Welcome back to my playthrough of Defenders of the Realm. Last turn we had a major victory against the Orc General. Let's continue up with another round of hero turns and see if we can make some more progress. Well, I think for my first action, I'm going to play a gate card. This can magic gate me to the Raven Forest. So the Paladin is going to come all the way down into demon territory. For the Paladin's second action, I think I'm going to have him travel down to Balazarg's location, and for a third action we're going to scout the general, and that's our quest card. Spend an action and we can look through the hero card deck and take the first red card, and it was 2 down. Alright, we'll just put that other one back in the deck. Alright. Well, I'm then going to attack for my, I guess this would be fourth action. Attack the minions present. And we get one of them with a 6. Last action, I will attack them again. And we get a 4 and a 1, so I think I got one more. Well, by the way, let's find out, since we completed this Scout the General quest, let's find out what the Paladin's new current quest will be. It's called the Crystal of Light, and we need to go to Ghost Marsh and spend an action, roll some dice, and look for this crystal. And this will allow you to move a Tainted Lands crystal from a location. And I did take a quick peek back at my first playthrough of this game, and that is how I lost. I lost to the Tainted Lands crystals, so that's one reason I brought the Paladin down here. Trying to see if I can start thinning the demons. They're really spread out on the board right now, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. 3 demons in a location equals a crystal. Well, Paladin with the Helm of Power is going to get 3 new cards. This is looking good with the red. Let's make sure we have 10 or less. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards exactly. And let's do some darkness spreads. Number 1, add 1 orc to each location that currently has 1 orc and only 1 orc on it. Sapphire would advance to Monarch City, but that is too far away, so Sapphire doesn't move currently. Alright, so just a couple of spaces. 1 there, and Golden Oak Forest. Each gained a new orc. We need 1 more Darkness Spreads card for general movement, since we're in mid-war, early mid-war. And we have Sapphire movement. Sapphire advances to the next location and brings along 1 minion. So there we have it, Sapphire and 1 of her minions. They've advanced to Heaven's Glade. That ends it for the Paladin. As we start with the Wizard, I think we're going to spend 2 actions to move to Ghost Marsh, where we have a collection of demons up there. For a third action, the Wizard is going to attack those 2 demons. Let me get my old cup here. 2 demons, we need 4s or higher. And we got a 6, so we killed 1 of them. The wizard is going to spend another action to teleport down to Scorpion Canyon to join the paladin. Now, I neglected to say this. The paladin has an aura of righteousness, which allows him to ignore 1 damage from minions and generals. So the paladin ending his turn with a minion present didn't damage him. But the wizard is another story. So for his last action, he will attack the 1 minion present. And if he doesn't do it, he's going to take a point of damage. And he didn't do it. So we have to take 1 of the wizard's life tokens and turn it over as he ends his turn there. He is wounded by the minion. The wizard will pick up a couple of cards. And then we go to Darkness Spreads. And we've got some placements in the Blood Flats, which is right up above us. Right here, and then Bounty Bay. We're going to have an overrun at Bounty Bay. So Bounty Bay is supposed to get a blue minion, but there's 3 there. Instead, it gets a crystal, and adjacent areas to Bounty Bay, and there seem to be 4, including Monarch City, all get a Dragonkin. So that's terrible news. General movement on that darkness card does not happen because the orc general has been defeated. Next card, it says that Sapphire would move to Heaven's Glade, and Sapphire is already there. So that will end it for the wizard. Another thing I neglected to say is the wizard has the Amulet of the Gods. That would have turned that 3 into a 4, which actually would have been a success. So he wouldn't have been wounded, and he actually would have taken out the demon that was there. So thanks to the magic item, our wizard is still at full health. All right, we're going to go to the dwarf now. The dwarf will spend his first action, and we'll just start with our Boots of Speed here, to construct a magic gate at the Thorny Woods. That's where he is. So I don't know if I ever did this in my first playthrough, but we're going to put a gate there for now. It's kind of a bit too far on the edge for my taste. I guess I would rather it be in Heaven's Glade where the dragon is, but that's what I had a card for, and we could do that. For a second action, I think I'm going to go from gate to gate. So I'm going to go and teleport over to the Dancing Stone. So that's 2 actions. For a third action, we're going to move down into Monarch City. And I don't know whether to attack this minion or I'm really wanting to stop what's happening in Bounty Bay. Let me think. We don't want minions in Monarch City, so I'm going to spend an additional action to attack the 1 Dragonkin there. And we rolled a 1. That's obviously not good enough, but he gets rerolls against Dragonkin. So second roll is a 2, still not good enough. So had a clash, but didn't take him out. All right, I'm going to gate again. I'm going to spend another action to gate to the Blood Flats. That's going to put me right there. Going to spend another action to move down. Remember, the dwarf has the Boots of Speed. So 1 action left. With his last action, we're going to attempt a group attack on the general. This sounds pretty rough. Players must roll a die for each card to be played prior to the battle. Discard a card for each one rolled. Well, let's just start with the Paladin. He would be committing 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to this fight. Let's go ahead and roll 4 dice for the Paladin. And we don't want any ones. We did get a 1. So that means we have to discard one of our cards. So we'll just toss this one. The Wizard would be committing 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. We got 2 ones. That green dice is cursed. So we got to drop 2 cards. The Dwarf is committing a single card. Let's hope we don't roll a 1. And we got a 3, so we're all right. We're all right. All right, let's see how this goes. The Dwarf will roll first and gets a 1, no damage. The Wizard will go next, rolling 4 dice. 4 dice on these 2 cards. And that would be +1 from the Amulet of the Gods. That's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. The Paladin committing 3 more dice to the attack. 5, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3. I think we've done it. I think we just killed Balazarg. So the mighty Paladin, again, takes down the general, becomes the Demon Slayer. All right, well, this is great. Balazarg is knocked out, and it should be 3 hero cards per hero that participated in the battle. So our cleric doesn't get any loot from this. So we'll put those in the appropriate stacks, making sure that nobody is over 10 cards. So we're fine, didn't need to discard anything. The Dwarf is now in the evening, picking up a couple of hero cards. And then we go to Darkness Spreads. And let's see, a second general was killed. So we are still in mid-war. So we're still doing 2 cards, one for minion and generals and one for generals only. Let's see what we get here. First one, Unicorn Forest, Crystal Hills. Orc General would advance, but he is knocked out. All right, Unicorn Forest is over here. Crystal Hills is right here. Let's take a look for general movement. Again, we have the Orc General, so we're safe. All right, let's head into the Cleric's turn. Although we are very close to Sapphire, I think we're going to play a special card on the Cleric's turn. King's Guard will attack. We've got some minions getting very close to Monarch City, so let's remove these 3 Dragonkin. The crystal, unfortunately, remains. We'll remove the one inside, and let's remove the 2 orcs here. That's going to total 6. I think as we start with our cleric, we'll spend an action and gate over to the Unicorn Forest, which is kind of over here where everybody else is. We'll spend a second action. I know we probably should have at least taken a swing at the orcs there. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll just take a basic 1-round attack here. Actually, wow, we got a 3 and a 4. 3s are good enough to take orcs down, so we actually took out both of them. So third action coming up, she's going to move into the Brookdale Village. And fourth action will be to attack the undead there. And she gets +1 against undead, so that would be a 4 and a 5. That takes them out. All right, questions, or decisions. Do we go to Seabird Port and attack the undead, or Pleasant Hill and attack the demons? I don't want crystals. That's really what I'm trying to avoid. She's equally good at attacking both of them. I think she's going to go down, and then for her last action, we'll attack the 2 demons there. And that 3 is boosted to a 4 for her, and that's good enough to kill the 2 demons. So she's cleared out Pleasant Hill. Well, that was a pretty good turn for the cleric. We get a couple of cards for her, one of them being a special, and then darkness cards, Cursed Plateau and Fire River, and Balazarg does not move. He is out of the game. All right, minions placed in the Cursed Plateau, Fire River, and general movement. It's Balazarg again, no movement. Well, what a great second round of turns for everybody. We were able to take out the demon. So that leaves us with the undead and the dragon. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you later for the next one.